we had good stretches and bad stretches. We gave ourselves a chance to win at the end. Yeah, I don't think we're that far away. I like where we're headed. That's a good team. They had lost 3 in a row. They were super hungry. I thought we jumped out, set the tone, and then, we weathered the storm in the second. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever seen that 10 for 10, and then they get a foul for a 3-point play. So it's like 11 of them. But yeah, had a chance at the end. Obviously, we can point the finger. I got to do a better job of holding my composure. It was just tough to watch at times what was going on out there. Actually, very disappointing. But those threes hurt us, and then some offensive rebounds by them down the stretch. So we gotta look at ourselves in the mirror and what can we do better.
You think of Brittany's post defense tonight, and then her ability to establish position on the other end.
You said BG?
Yeah.
Yeah. BG's going to continue to get. I mean, you guys have seen it. I mean, she's a high level player. I think as her conditioning improves, we're going to see better and better basketball because of our shooting. She's going to have space down there. They have a decision to make. Going against another great center. So it was quite a battle down there.
Coach, this is kind of a preview of Paris with 6 Olympians on the floor together today, Chelsea on the bench. But what does that say about the level of talent that both teams bring with the competitors out there? Yeah,
I mean, it's some high level basketball. I mean, 103-99 in a 40-minute game. To see us come out and, score 28, hold them to 12, and then they go 10 for 10 in the second, and it's a 3-point game. I mean, that's you can see why people are getting more and more excited about this great league. It's that's some big time basketball right there.
Coach, is there a sense of relief counterintuitive relief, knowing that Seattle won and not having to go to New York to possibly compete for the title in the Commissioner's Cup? Yeah,
I don't think we've had much time to think about it. Obviously, that would have been a big flight, and but you want those opportunities. Obviously, we were disappointed. We didn't talk about it before the game, like, hey, they lost, so we're not playing for anything. I think we came out and set the tone. I loved our first quarter effort. And then, some of our pick and roll defense, some of our blacks, we needed to be better, and we needed to take away some threes. But I thought we competed at a high level tonight.
Do you feel that the challenges with those 2 consecutive plays in the fourth, whereas you take one back to possibly use later down the stretch, or do you like where you use them?
Which plays? I'm sorry.
Those the 2 straight challenges that you had.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you use challenges because the coach behind the bench has got it, and she said it. It's not a foul. Sometimes you call it to stick up for your player. Sometimes you call the challenge because you're pissed off, and so it's unfortunate that you got to use it. I wish we could have challenged more of them that they didn't call at the other end, but that's not the way it works.
Coach, you talked about wanting to do a better job of keeping your composure. Why do you feel like you needed that today?
Well, I mean, it's a intense game. It's a fiery game. I think part of coaching at this level is showing your players that you're battling for them, right? And so there's definitely a balance. When you complain to the officials, it kind of takes your mind off of you trying to call the game. But some of the stuff that we saw tonight, it was just like, you got to fight for something.
You guys have played in a lot of tight games like this. What have you seen from your players and them coming together when they're trying to battle back in these types of situations?
Yeah, all these games are going to help us when we get to the playoffs. These are great reps. These are opportunities. These are moments that we can, get belief in each other because we've been through these situations before. So obviously, we've won our share of these, but the more we're in, especially against really good teams in our league, it's going to help us in the future.
What do you tell some of the players in those huddles when some of these calls are not going your way, or some questionable referee decisions? Like, what do you tell them to try to keep their composure?
Just hang in there. Yeah. I can't tell you everything, but we'll keep it at that.
On the young play, when it looked like she pushed Copper, are they allowed to do an officials initiated review at that point?
Yeah, I don't think there's like a 2-minute report like they do in the NBA. So it is what it is. We got to be better. You know, there's going to be another team we got to play against. There's always going to be 3 officials. You know, we got to play through our mistakes, the other team's mistakes, the officials' mistakes. I mean, it wasn't, I mean, obviously we're disappointed in how some of the calls went, but you know, we got to be better too, myself included.
The way the basketball has evolved in the past 10 years with small ball and such, and women's and men's side, how entertaining or how great is it to coach Reiner in that matchup against Wilson, and they're going back and forth, creating buckets down the stretch?
Well, I think it's, you know, I think it's great for the league. It's great for women's basketball. I think part of it is the way Becky has smalls around Asia, and Asia's greatness is, you know, you see it more because she's got so much space, and BG, you're seeing it because she has so much space. There's no one in the dunker, you know, we're spaced out to the 3-point line. So, yeah, I mean, it's a ton of fun to see great players play. I mean, it was a hell of a performance by both of them for sure.
We'll do one more.
So you guys play Seattle on Sunday. Can you just take away from this game and see that matchup?
Yeah, I mean, it's another good matchup. We have not played Seattle very well at times. You know, it's an I believe it's an ABC game, a noon game, so that'll be fun. You know, they're another team that we're chasing, right? And so it's another opportunity for us to come out and you know, build what we're trying.